The Airtha sector, located just to the galactic north of the Tau Empire, was once the center of an ongoing feud between the loyal marines of the Knights Celestial and the heretics of the Knights of Leren for centuries. Every few decades its capital, the shrine world of Airtha the sector is named after, would burn in the fires of battle as one of these two factions would invade and take control of it from the other, their foes narrowly escaping to rebuild their strength and continue the cycle. While the Space Marines and their legendary deeds attract the vast majority of attention from those tasked with archiving the sector's history, it was Battlefleet Airtha that endured the brunt of these constant wars, fighting valiantly in the Emperor's name to either drive off or endure the assaults of these heretics. As they are located so close to Tau Empire, Battlefield Airtha was often passed up for the new ships and trained officers in favor of supporting the constant conflict with the Tau Empire. However, Battlefield Airtha was forced to fight heretic Astartes that are particularly skilled in void combat, making these conditions far more difficult for them to bear. To remedy this, Battlefield Airtha was often forced to negotiate with other fleets for any ships they can spare. As a result, their fleet included an unusually large number of mostly retired or outclassed vessels, such as the Oberon-class battleship, or ships produced in large numbers, such as the Mars-class battle cruiser. The officers of these ships likewise needed to be replaced faster than the Schola Progenium could normally output new Imperial Navy officers, so the fleet primarily promotes officers from among their menial crew. These crews were drawn from the orphans of Airtha's various invasions, whose lives on the streets of a shrine world made them a unique combination of tenacious, resourceful, and faithful. In fact, the only naval officer still in the fleet today with a formal Schola Progenium education is Lady Admiral Saras Bellicosa, who leads the entire battle fleet. Despite such humble origins, the officers and crew of Battlefield Airtha aspire to follow the example of Airtha's patron saint and strive for perfection in all things. Every Airthan ship and crew member is kept immaculate in both appearance and function at all times, and their crews are so rigidly disciplined that it often frightens other Imperial entities that interact with them. Versatility is prized above all, both in the ships they field and their officers' training, to the point where a captain must serve and show excellence in every possible posting on a ship before they actually can take command of it, including sanitation duty. In spite of its many hardships, Battlefield Airtha has always stood as a beacon of what the Imperial Navy aspires to be. Raids from the Knights of Leren and their allies were relentless, but Battlefield Airtha held strong regardless of their frequent heavy losses they suffered. However, everything changed with the last Airtha Crusade. The Knights of Leren, the Servants of the Truth, and other Chaos warbands united to make one final push to reclaim the world of Airtha. Just as the battle appeared to reach a stalemate, the Great Rift ripped the galaxy in half. The vast majority of the Airtha sector was lost, engulfed within rift space. Worse still, once this happened, the Knights of Leren converted their former capital, the world of Airtha, into a demon world of endless sin and debauchery. With most of their former patrol route no longer accessible, the fleet was now significantly larger than was needed to perform their duties. Rather than transfer to neighboring battle fleets, however, Lady Admiral Saras Bellicosa deployed the vast majority of Battlefield Airtha on crusade throughout the Imperium, lending their aid to those in greatest need. Bellicosa joined this portion, as it included the majority of the fleet, while leaving Admiral Regulus Aetherius to guard what little remained of their duty to the Airtha sector. The surviving successors of the Knights Celestial, the Knights of St. Bocard, and the Order of Palatine Knights regularly clash with Admiral Aetherius, as they feel they are better suited to protect what remains of the Airtha sector's space. The two forces continue to clash to this day. The only thing that prevents the two forces from coming to direct blows more often is the nearby demon world of Leren and the Slaneshi forces it houses.